how you doing? It's Bianca here of BiancaForbes.com, and this is Gimme 5, which means that in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you some valuable tips for your online business and marketing success. So I'm wondering how things are going with your plans since the last video. Hopefully you'll have an end date for your product and your 4 steps in place to make it happen. Maybe your mind is starting to wonder what's the easiest way to market this, which is why today I'm speaking about being specific with your marketing pick and mix. See, whenever we have a plan in place, it's really easy to get caught up with how we're going to put it out there. You can easily get spoiled for choice and start to question whether or not you can actually pull it off. There's so many ways you can choose, which is why you start with the end game in mind and put a date to it. Because setting a date helps you decide quicker. No faffing around. You've made the commitment and you've put your flag in the ground. See, the problem with having so much choices and ways to market is that it can look a bit like this. When you're on the receiving end of advice and a ton of it, it can feel like you're being heckled in the market, literally. You can then end up feeling totally confused, especially if you have an idea of what you personally would prefer to do. And here's the thing, not all of those things are going to do it for you. If you remember the good old pick and mixes, you also recall that excitement of being a child in a sweet shop. The sight of so much choice is so tempting. It's like being in that chunk up mode that I spoke about last week. Somehow in your mind, you think that you can scarf the whole set of sweets. That's just greed and it's unnecessary. So now that it's Easter, or shall I say now Easter is over, tell the truth, did you eat too much chocolate? Or like me, did you end up getting exhausted controlling the hyperactive children who ate too much chocolate? If you give in to temptation and indulge a little or a lot, you can end up feeling sick, right? Well, the same applies to the many ways you can market your products or your services. You know the feeling when you're frozen on the spot from shock or sheer overload. When it comes to putting your latest offer out there, the thought alone can make you freeze and end up doing nothing. Here's the reality though. People learn and consume information in their preferred learning styles. You do too. In the same vein, people can market in preferred learning styles. Even though we make decisions based on feelings, some like to get into the feeling more than others. Sometimes your buyer wants detailed information and facts to help them decide. Others just want to see images or demos of what's on offer. So to engage and reach as many as possible, consider these things to help you figure out what marketing method to pick. If you like people to feel and experience the benefit of what your next product is, then give a sample of it. If you want your people to hear you out, then let them listen to what you have to say. If you want people to see what it is you have, then put it into a presentation or a more visual way. Doing something is better than doing nothing. So choose what's easier for you to create and takes not so much time. You need to be mindful with the amount you mix and do things differently. Pick your marketing methods instead of mixing the whole lot and keep things simple. So here's a coaching curve for you. Offer doesn't mean acceptance. Just because you can market a million ways doesn't mean you must. What if you started the things you know that have worked for you? Wouldn't that make life a lot easier? So here's a time for you to take action. Look at what you're doing to market your business already. Then choose 3 ways you can use that method to market your new product. Write down how you plan to use those methods for the next 3 weeks, and then most importantly, do it. So that's the tip for this week. If you like this, like it and share the goods. If you want more tips, come on over to BiancaForbes.com and sign up for free training on how to step up your game online. Thank you so much for watching. Take care for now, and I'll catch you next time.